At 99 years old, Takashi Hoshizaki says he's lived a full, eventful life.
Things fell into place as time went on.
Though there's no record of it now, he's a proud two-time prisoner.
My mother,
born in LA's Little Tokyo and raised in a segregated area formerly known as the J Flats or Japan Flats, Hoshizaki was the eldest of 6 kids born to Japanese immigrant parents. Everything changed after the Pearl Harbor attacks. On February 19, 1942, President Franklin Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066. The then 16-year-old was just 2 classes shy of graduating from Belmont High School when suddenly the government told them he and his family needed to move. Hoshizaki was one of 120,000 people of Japanese ancestry living on the West Coast, imprisoned in desolate internment camps. There was no trial, no reason for arrest, just racial prejudice and wartime hysteria.
We were a powerless, small little group. And then for the other people, it'd be a nice, easy group to pick on.
The Hoshizakis were sent to Heart Mountain Relocation Center in Wyoming. He remembers working in the mess halls to pass the time.
You see me with a frown on my face.
Until one day, the newly turned 18-year-old was drafted into the U.S. Army.
They take everything away, put us into the so-called relocation camp with our families still behind the barbed wire. They tried to draft us out of the camp, and I thought, oh, this is crazy. This is all wrong.
Hoshizaki refused to go to the Army's physical exam. Within weeks, the FBI arrested Hoshizaki and several dozen draft resistors, who became known as the Fair Play Committee.
That's the 63 of us.
At the federal trial in Cheyenne, they were tried and sentenced to 3 years at McNeil Island Penitentiary in Washington State.
In the camp, we had searchlights, barbed wire, and so forth. We even had armed guards, and so I felt that there's no difference coming into McNeil Island. The only difference was that I'll probably miss my family.
While he was in prison, the war ended and his family returned to L.A. In 1947, President Truman pardoned all members of the Fair Play Committee. What's surprising is just a few years later, Uncle Sam came calling again. But this time, Hoshizaki answered.
The very things that we used to refuse to go was now gone, so we would gladly serve.
After 2 years in the Army during the Korean conflict, Hoshizaki used the GI Bill to get his PhD at UCLA. He and his wife Barbara raised 2 children while he worked in the space program until his retirement.
Thank God we have the Zoom.
Nowadays, the 99-year-old keeps busy as a board member of the Heart Mountain Wyoming Foundation. Every year on February 19th, he shares his Executive Order 9066 story with the hope of never repeating that shameful episode of American history.
On the Day of Remembrance, we bring these points up as to how to fight back some of the things that is occurring and may occur in the future.
I'm Rena Nakano, KCAL News.